Well, hello, YouTube. I just realized that was my radio, but that doesn't matter. My fire department page. So, speaking of fire departments, that's actually what I want to make this video about. So, the fire department that I worked for years ago in New Hampshire was a municipal department. It was run by the town. Down this way, things work a little bit differently, and the fire department that I work for now, plane, like a little bush plane flying over out there. I don't know if you people could see it, but it was there. But the fire department that I work for now is actually what's it's the fire department for a fire district. And it's not run by the town, and people pay tax. The people who live in the district pay taxes, and they get a say in the running of the fire department, the budget of the fire department. It's like a town meeting. And I'm not going to get into any specifics of where I am or what exactly was decided last night, but it's a really cool experience being part of like actual government like that. And I know that sounds kind of weird, but I have a very dim view of the government to begin with. Like I don't I really just do not like Republicans, Democrats, whatever. I don't believe in any of them. I think they're all out to screw us. Now there's another big plane flying over, a military C-130. But that's neither here nor there. But seeing last night, like, this one's bringing up a motion, and this one over here is immediately seconding it, so it'll get on because it was interesting seeing small rural government working like that. And I'll be honest with you, it kind of restored my faith in some forms of government, and it was just cool to be a part of it. Like I said before, I've worked for ambulances, private ambulances. I've worked for municipal ambulances. I've worked for hospital-based ambulances. I've worked for 2 other fire departments before this one. Both of them were municipal departments. It was just the town of X, Y, and Z and A, B, and C, because I don't know what rules are for saying where I used to work, so I won't tell you that either. But it was cool last night seeing that this is the governing body of this organization. Speaking of, this was not expected. That is one of the other villages in the area that I live in. That was their ambulance, which was presumably over here picking up something in our district. Because our ambulance was on a call or whatever. But yeah, it was really nice to be a part of that. And I'm sure there were a lot of things that were going on there that were thought out by people long before. And it was interesting to see that kind of stuff play out as far as just actually seeing working government. But I don't know, maybe this is kind of a pointless video. Maybe it's just kind of slice of rural life, and maybe I can start doing a series like this. Ooh, it's a slice of rural life. I was driving home last night, and it wasn't that late. It was like 9:30 after the meeting was over, and because it was an annual meeting for the fire district that runs the fire department that I work for. And they wanted all the new hires there and everything, and so I got to put on my uniform and go over there, and it was weird wearing a uniform after 10 years, but I mean midway through the meeting, a box alarm goes, we get called to a box alarm in one of the other villages. And I just jumped on the truck and went, like, this is what I know. This is what I'm comfortable and happy with. Something else weird going on around here in Swamp Yankee land. So, again, I'm not going to get too into specifics, but it's, I'm in the Tri-Corners region of southern New England. So that's Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts. They all kind of touch within essentially 10 minutes, 15 minutes of my house. Within the past 2 weeks, the body of a woman has been found in one of the towns over there going towards Connecticut. And then on the other side of the river in Connecticut, there was another woman found. I don't know what's going on. Of course, the true crime, I watch all of the That Chapter, The Irish Guy, and Mr. Ballin, and all of that. Just all the true crime, the Y-Files, the guy with the fish, I like them. I'll have that stuff playing while I'm doing chores. Like I've been planting all our cold frames, and well, not all of them because I still got a lot more to do. But I'll listen to that. I'll listen to true crime or paranormal stories or something. So of course, the part of me that is into those kind of documentaries, I'm like, oh, I wonder if there's a serial killer. I wonder if there's a serial killer here. But what bothers me is my wife works at a hospital over in Connecticut, and she has to get up early in the morning and has to drive herself home after dark. I say she has to drive herself, but once my father-in-law moved in, we had to change the oil on my wife's car. And so we got the oil and it just poured, and then it was dark out. So we couldn't do the oil that day, and I knew my wife was going to be annoyed. So I said, look, I'll drive you to work in the morning. It's no big deal. You can just relax and you can just chill on the way in. And so I found that I really liked getting up like really early in the morning and just driving on backcountry roads to bring her to work and then come back. It was just nice. I just listen to music and do listen to podcasts and stuff on the way back. It's nice, and getting to spend the time out there with her, it's a good time. So I said, oh, why don't we keep doing this? So it just became something that we do now. I drive her to work, and it's a nice time for both of us. It gets us away from the stress of having an elderly dementia patient living with us. And I was just thinking this morning, I said, oh, I gotta tell her that we're not going back to doing it the other way, because they keep finding bodies out there. And maybe it's just, I think they said one of them was from a city that's to the east of here. And I don't know the story of the other one, but it's just weird. I've lived through a global plague, and now maybe there's a serial killer loose. Is this inflammatory? No. I'm not telling you I'm not giving you the specifics of where I am, just the general area. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, there's nothing in the papers. I just know I've heard on over the radio, that they found a body there, and then a friend of mine mentioned that they found one over in Connecticut. So of course, I gotta go. My father-in-law has come home from the elderly people camp, senior center. So I hope wherever you are, you're comfortable and that God is with you. Thank you.